Hi everybody, it's Diane here with the composition book, and I had no intention of filming because it's like first thing in the morning. I'm not awake. But I have perfect filming time, so I didn't want to pass that up. We'll see if that was a bad decision. So anyway, I had this going before I realized I had perfect filming time. This is kind of turning into complementary colors, which was not what I started with. No, I just started with that, and I guess it is sort of complementary colors, so stands to reason. Now this stuff doesn't fit. Well, yeah, I don't know. You got sun on the counter too, Diane. I know. The first thing in the morning, that's all she's going to say. I know. I thought with a seed type catalog, there ought to be some red and green in it, right? Broccoli. I'll eat broccoli, believe it or not. I'm not in love with it, but I eat it. I had a coxcomb come up all by itself this year. Is that kind of amazing? And it was a nice big one too. I've never even had that. Even when I've had them, they've been kind of putsy. I was thinking of trying to dry it, which actually I should do that. We're supposed to get frost tonight. Ew. Well, this is really dumb. That's on standby. I don't really want a picture of cucumbers on there, but the colors are really good. The green and the white. I'll eat those. Those are okay. And I know they're glad they have Diane's seal of approval. Well, come on, I'm not seeing too much red or pink stuff. So, what time is it now when you're watching this? Are you awake yet? Actually, that's an interesting question. If you make videos, is there a time of day you tend to do them more often than not? Or do you just grab inspiration or quality film time when you can get it? That's what I do. If you do craft stuff, art stuff, I imagine you do it when you have time, when you don't have to go to a job or do laundry, right? Or go buy groceries, all the stuff that prohibits us from making art. And all that stuff could take a hike as far as I'm concerned. But it's got to be done, doesn't it? I think artists should be issued a complimentary staff to take care of all that stuff, don't you think? Right, Diane? That'll go over real big. Yeah, I know. All right. I'm not seeing so many flowers. Oh, here's some flowers. Well, this one was cut. I wonder if we turn this on its side, if you'd be able to tell that. Not really. All right. Well, that's not bad. You know, a little gapping there. I wonder if this could sneak in there by the time this is glued in. By the time that's glued in, you know what I mean. It'll be moved over. All right, that's not too bad. And we didn't have to use the cucumbers. All right, let's piece together another one on this side. Where's a board I can cover this up with so we're not getting confused? Or we could just do it on that. Okay. Well, let's get off the red and green. Let's do something different. That's different. Isn't that cool? I'm assuming that's a mirror. I don't remember. I don't know if I ever paid attention and really knew what it was. That's neat too. Okay. Nice. Gotta love a head vase. Possibly. We'll put it over there. Maybe. Maybe. Never going to use that backgammon thing, am I? Well, to be honest, and this maybe is why it never fits in, I don't really like the color combination. I do not like the dark blue on this tan beige, which probably means I don't have other colors like that in here, which means it's not going to match anything, right? Right. So see, that makes perfect sense. Did a hush fall over the crowd? All right. Maybe this one will have some white space. Well, I hate to tell you, Kit Kats, but I think this is better. Okay, that's not bad. How are we on spacing? A little bit of gapping, but you know what? Maybe this one, like I said, I won't butt up against. That's where your brain works first thing in the morning. Okay, hang on. I'm going to pause and glue those 2 pages and check the time and see if I have time for more. If I do, I'll probably come back later when I'm more awake. So hang on. That didn't make any sense. If I have time to add on to this video, I will do that, but that will probably be later. Okay, wake up, Diane, let's go. Okay, it's later in the day. I'm more awake, but now I'm more tired because it's later in the day. My back hurts. I think that's actually really nice. I'm not putting words on. I'm not filling in the gaps. So there's some very easy glue booking for you. Now, granted, I pieced it together. The colors look good, but okay, that's good. The other one I didn't trim. There's a little trimming I need to do. I did piece in down here. There's a gap. And those are head vases too, although they're not the 1950s, 60s ones. Looks kind of nice though. They're on books. Nice. Is it glaring? Then we can't see. We don't know what you're talking about there. Okay. All right. So there is video time available to me, and there is time on this video available to me. So let's do another one. What's she saying now? Oh, all right. Since we're supposed to get frost tonight, this is my coxcomb that came up by itself, and I wish I would have got it a couple days ago. It's kind of limp. I hope it dries okay. I didn't realize, oh, save the seeds that are falling out. I didn't realize these were kind of sensitive, but I'm going to try to dry it. But as I said, that just came up by itself. I was shocked. I'm the only one today that you're going to see collect coxcomb seeds. Let's put them in something. Okay. All right. All right, then. We get back to the glue booking, please. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Oh, maybe we should do cats since we bumped them out. Make it up to them. Anybody remember the shaker craze? It's like the early 90s. And as a matter of fact, I have a old, it's like a side table. It's, you know, I don't know, 18 inches tall or wide. And anyway, it was belonged to a great aunt of mine. It's just like what they used to call maple, like a medium brown stain. So in that era, I painted the front of the drawer black. Because that was like all the rage there. I kind of regret that now. I mean, it looks nice, but she probably ruined the value of this really, really valuable table. That's nice. I don't know about this one. That poor cat. He's gonna get a complex. I didn't fussy cut that because if I'm not going to use it, I didn't want to fussy cut it. This is Steiff Elephant. It must cost $4,000. And to be honest, it's probably not too far off. If you don't know, that's an old German stuffed animal company. Their stuff is very expensive. That's okay. Oh, there's that cool Art Nouveau one. Is that better? That might be better. You can't have Art Nouveau and Shaker on the same page, Diane. Want to bet? Not quite. I didn't fussy cut that either. Actually, that looks like Major Nelson's chair, doesn't it? I never thought of that before. What color was it? Was that blue? Like a royal blue? Now what is she saying? We don't know. I promise I won't bump the cat. She was thinking about it. Spiral cacti, is that what you call those? I knew there was another one of these. Yeah, well, goody for you, Di. That's kind of crooked, Diane. And that's pretty. Just can see that dog painting. I wonder if that's a Landseer, the dog and the painter. Did you know those dogs are named after Edwin Landseer? Sir Edwin. Is anyone keeping tick marks of how much stuff I talk about that nobody knows what I'm saying? Or how much stuff I say that nobody knows what I'm talking about? That probably would be better. Yeah, I think this is too busy because of these. It's cool though. I hope nobody wants to see all these images that I'm just... Well, some of them you've seen 100 times already. Some of them are new. Isn't this cool? I'm not sure what I want to do with that. It's almost too cool for just this kind of slap it in glue book. I don't know. But at the moment it's here. And no, I'm not going to do yet another Cleopatra layout. I'm going to have to change my station name to the Cleopatra channel. I don't even know that much about her. I mean, I've read some stuff, but I'm no great authority on her. Well, you know what, Diane? You're no great authority on anything. Okay. That's pretty nice. Yeah. Maybe. I don't think so. Well, do you want to look through a couple magazines with me? Just to fill in? These are leftovers from that bookworm thing. That's not bad. Oh, that's not bad. Well, we need a real persnickety size or something, you know, maybe something fussy cut, just as an example. That probably would be better. Too big. And then here. All right, she's bending down. She's still bending down because there was an image on the floor. I had to pick it up. All right, this is an older AD. When I did all that magazine harvesting, I kept all my older ADs, no matter how cut up they are. That might work. What if we just put that on across the bottom? And I think it's a little short. Naturally. All right, pretend that's cut out really well, nice and straight. All right, you just sort of need this and then maybe a fussy image, as I said. I don't have a phrase on this page. As you may be saying, I don't know if I want one or not. There's a name for you. I'm not going to say it because I don't want closed caption to get it wrong. Yeah, we had some pips the other day. We had some naughty words. I could have lived without. They had, I said marvelous mums, as in flowers, you know, and they changed it to marvelous moms. So I don't know if that was really like just a mistake Or they change, you know, like mum from, like they say that in Britain, to mom. Kind of funny. But yeah, Marvelous Moms, that's nice. Not seeing much to fussy cut. Thinking in AD, most things are bigger-ish, right? And fussy cut a house thing. Well, that would be easy-ish. Well, we could be lame and go the flower route, right? Let's see. This is what I just grabbed. Maybe a daffodil. There's got to be orange and yellows in that. I think it's too yellow. I like the size of that one, but it's yellow. These are gold yellows. They're more like this. Yeah, well, why I took the coxcomb down, I was out there getting rid of the spent flowers. It's like, I wait a whole season, well, two and a half seasons before I have flowers again. There's some impatience still out there, but they may not be there tomorrow. Kind of depressing. I mean, I had this big barrel of zinnias, you know, it was so pretty, and they were tall, and they were all dead. I had to pull them all out. Now it looks like this big gaping nothing in my backyard. Ugly empty barrel. That's not bad. All right. Oh, we didn't find anything for that. I kind of forgot. She was talking in circles so much she forgot. Well, okay, if you're saying something like that, that's not going to go because of that. It's not going to match. It just isn't. I know, I'm not even going to try it. All right, yeah, I don't think I want... I mean, you could fussy cut a flower, but I don't want a flower filler. Flower fillers, you got to look out for those. No. All right, I'm going to pause and turn off my brain for a while. I have to find something for that. I'll glue. I don't know about a phrase. I don't know that this one needs one, or a word. All right, come back and see what she did. Hang on. Okay, it's all glued in. I did add a shoe because of the colors and assorted treasures because it does fit. And I wanted to use that. But this was really kind of the only place it looked good, except then it really, for some reason, drew your attention to the fact there was nothing here. So this is some kind of door panel ornate thing. Okay, that's fine. And then this one again. That's kind of neat too, I think. And then the horse one, which actually I like that quite a bit. The colors are pleasing. Oh, in case anybody wondered, I did knock more seeds out of that coxcomb and I saved them. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a nice day.